Brought to you by Fisher Sand and Gravel, Jake's Collision Repair, Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, Heinzerling Concrete, Dana Dental Arts, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office of Consumer Protection, Wolf's Plumbing and Heating, Granite Automotive, Pillen Optical, Powder River Energy, Proline Equipment Rentals, Beef Logic, Low Roofing, Butte County Equipment, Millstone Family Restaurant, Superior Auto Solutions, Auto Doctor, Exit 14 and Exit 8 Phillips 66, Gold Dust and Maverick Steakhouse, A&J Screen Printing and Park Bench Apparel, and Minerals Technology American Colloid Company. This is the Jake's Collision Repair Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by Jake's Collision Repair. Live from the Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine broadcast booth, here's Cody Oliver.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome into the Newell Austin Auditorium here in Newell, South Dakota, as we have just girls varsity matchup between these two West River rivals, the 0-2 Class A Lead-Deadwood Lady Golddiggers and the 1-1 Class B Newell Lady Irrigators. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Clayson Davis with you with KDSJ Sports on KDSJ Radio 980 AM, 103.5 FM, and also streaming online at KDSJ980.com, as well as the mobile app, and also watching the action live tonight on KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on Facebook, as it's the Jake's Collision Repair Countdown to Tip-Off. Brought to you by Jake's Collision Repair, the Black Hills home team for collision repairs at 4415 East Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish and off exit 32 Junction Avenue in Sturgis. Welcome into the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth here again in the Newell Austin Auditorium here in Newell, South Dakota. Our place right up here on the stage here right directly behind the basket in Newell. You can see that on our KDSJ-TV stream. We also got another camera on the side covering the other basket, more of a side view, something we not pleasured with our main camera spot, but we're going to make it work right here on KDSJ. As, again, the Newell Lady Irrigators, their first home game of the year, the Lead-Deadwood Lady Golddiggers' first away contest, as Lead-Deadwood comes into this contest 0-2 after losing their first two games at home. First off versus Belfouche last Tuesday, 56-22. And then you saw right here on KDSJ-TV on Saturday against the tough Harding County Lady Ranchers, 64-16. Meanwhile, the Newell Lady Irrigators 1-1 on their season. This is their first home contest, as they too lost to the tough Harding County Ranchers in the first game of the season, 74-23, but they came back with a thriller in Bison last week, winning that contest 45-41. We will take a 1-minute timeout, come back to lay the foundation, brought to you by Heinzerling Concrete. Give them a call at 210-2320. Again, we'll be back in 1 minute to lay the foundation to this matchup here on KDSJ Sports on 980 AM, 103.5 FM, KDSJ980.com, the mobile app, and as well on KDSJ-TV.
Repair has built their reputation by offering the highest quality, guaranteed repairs in the area. Satisfied customers return again and again for everything from collision repair to custom paint, glass and windshield, and the best hail repair in the region. They're preferred by most insurance companies and work with all of them. Jake's Collision Repair of Spearfish and Sturgis. Give them a Google today for the best repair on your vehicle, guaranteed.
At Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we are here to help you make your comeback. Our team is standing by to diagnose and treat your injury with some of the most advanced treatment options available and same-day appointments. Monument Health practitioners work closely with our therapists and physicians in communities throughout the Black Hills, with locations in Rapid City and Spearfish. Visit monument.health/orthopedics for more information. That's monument.health/orthopedics for more information.
And for Cody Oliver tonight, Clayson Davis with you in the Newell Austin Auditorium to give you girls varsity basketball tonight on KDSJ as the Newell Irrigators host the Lead-Deadwood Lady Golddiggers. It's time to lay the foundation to this matchup, brought to you by Heinzerling Concrete. Again, you can give them a call at 2:10 at 23-20. As we start to lay the foundation with this matchup, we start off with the Newell Lady Irrigators, coached by first-year head coach Luke Bonefield in his first season, assistant coached by Sierra Taggart. As looking at Newell on a 4-game win streak against the Golddiggers. The last loss came in 2019 when Lead-Deadwood had their last win here in this same gym. As again, we start off with the Newell Lady Irrigators. Again, they won last week, their last contest, 45-41 at Bison. They beat these same Golddiggers last season 54-17. They were 17-13 just a year ago. Graduated 3 seniors and had a few transfers as well that left the program. So a few familiar faces returning back, including senior captains Kendra Johnson and also senior forward/center Haley McCann. She will be the big man in the middle tonight at 5'8". As again, Newell coached by first-year head coach Luke Bonefield, and going for 5 straight wins versus the Lady Irrigators tonight. Meanwhile, let's look at the Lead-Deadwood Golddiggers. We saw them last Saturday on KDSJ-TV as they lost to Harding County 19-64 on Saturday. They haven't won a game in about 2 years. Last win coming in the 2022-23 season. It's their first road game of the year, not a super long one, kind of up through the bottom of the Black Hills, up into the Little Morrill area of the state. And again, they're trying to get their first win in Newell against Newell since 2019. As leading the way for the Golddiggers, that includes seniors Jersey Arts, a guard/forward. She does it all for the Golddiggers, as well as Delaney Madsen. She'll be the big man in the center here tonight. Also, keep a lookout for number 20, Nakia Black. She led the team in three-pointers made last contest when they lost to Harding County. As you looked at that Harding County contest for Lead-Deadwood, it wasn't quite the best showing for the Golddiggers as they trailed 29-4 after the first quarter and dropped a 64-19 decision. As head coach McCarty said, they still need to figure out how to come out strong and be in sync right off the bat. Slow starts have been the kryptonite for the Lady Golddiggers, and see if they can make up for it against this Newell squad. Looking at the scoring in that contest on Saturday, Nakia Black led the team with 6 points, 2 made three-pointers. Addie Eastman, the sophomore, had a great showing. According to head coach Chad McCarty, she had 4. Izzy Wygand had 4 as well. Delaney Madsen 3. Jersey Arts 2. Just a total of 8 field goals, 1 from 2 from the free-throw line, and 19 points. As Lead-Deadwood in the middle of a 3-game stretch this week, as they will play here tonight in Newell, and then on this Friday and Saturday they have the state line shootout in Wyoming as they'll take on Newcastle, Wyoming before they take on Sundance. As that's a look to lay the foundation of both of these teams. As the buzzer is about ready to go off, we will go to our Dana Dental Arts starting lineups coming up here in about 2.5 minutes. Actually, let's go 3 minutes. We'll be back in 3 minutes with our Dana Dental Arts starting lineups, brought to you by Dana Dental Arts and Spearfish. Let our family care for your family. Again, we'll be back in 3 minutes right here on Black Hills Gold Hits, KDSJ, as well as our YouTube channel, KDSJ-TV.
No matter what life throws in your direction, Dana Dental Arts and Spearfish reminds you to make you and your family's dental health a top priority. Putting off small problems now can lead to big ones later. We are small enough to feel like family, but big enough to bring you the latest technology. Before your lives get too hectic with school, sports, and other extracurricular activities, schedule a comprehensive exam now. We love our patients. Celebrating 50 years of dentistry in Spearfish.
Let our family care for your family.
Whether you've lived here for years or if you're new to town, everyone wants to know the best place to buy a quality pre-owned car, truck, and SUV, or where to go to have your current ride kept in shape. Brandon Kemp here from Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Need new tires? We got them, all major brands. Your brakes squeaking, or do you just hear something that's not quite right? We can help. Or maybe you're looking to upgrade to something a little more suitable. Well, you came to the right place. Superior Auto Solutions on Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish, or find us online at superiorautost.com.
Quality food at a fair price. That's what you expect, and that's what you'll get at the Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or to grab a bite to eat before or after the game. Choose from daily specials, and a trip to the fresh soup and salad bar is always a hit. Plus, the Millstone can accommodate larger groups, like buses or your next meeting in their private party room. So, if it's just you and a friend or the whole team, get a great meal at a great price. The Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish.
American Colloid, a minerals technologies company, is not only part of the community we live in, they are the community. Bentonite clay, mined right here in our own backyard near Belfouche in Colony, Wyoming, provides a contributing factor to this area's economic success. This unique product has a huge range of uses, from the main component in cat litter to health and beauty products, pharmaceuticals, and more. It's all produced right here in all of our community. American Colloid Company, working together, winning together.
You see them everywhere. That's because Heinzerling Concrete of Spearfish is the most trusted name for everything from driveways, sidewalks, decorative stamp patios, and of course, foundations. Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support the activities that help our area youth build their foundation for future success. Whatever the job, Heinzerling Concrete is the name you can trust. Google Heinzerling Concrete in Spearfish or call 210-2320.
Beef Logic Inc. is proud to sponsor South Dakota's high school and collegiate athletes this season as they work alongside their partners at the South Dakota Beef Industry Council to deliver the Build Your Base Sports Nutrition Program at local high schools and colleges around the state and the country. Are you looking for a simple, easy-to-follow program that can help you and your family optimize performance both on and off the field of play? Check out buildyourbase.org and learn why beef continues to be the premier protein for athletic performance and recovery.
And welcome back to Newell here with tonight's broadcast of KDSJ Sports. Again, it's the Newell Lady Irrigators taking on the Lead-Deadwood Golddiggers, girls varsity only, as Newell does not have a boys varsity team this season, so it is just girls varsity here tonight on KDSJ Sports. As we're looking at the Dana Dental Arts starting lineups, brought to you by Dana Dental Arts in Spearfish. Let our family care for your family. As we look at the starting lineups for both of these teams, and they will start like this. Starting off for the Lead-Deadwood Golddiggers, that includes Piper Rogers. She is a senior guard at 5'4". Taylor Hansen is a senior forward at 5'7". Nakia Black wearing number 20. She's a junior at 5'4" guard. As right off the bat, we're underway with the first tip, but Nakia Black steals it and travels right away, so it'll be a quick turnover. Continuing with our Dana Dental Arts starting lineups, Delaney Matson for the Scooper. She's a 5'8" senior center. And Jersey Arts, she's a guard/forward at 5'3", a senior for Lead-Deadwood. The Golddiggers are coached by first-year head coach Chad McCarty, assistant coached by Peyton McCreary, Stephanie Weigand, and Lily McCarty. As two quick turnovers from each side, no scoring yet. Meanwhile, for the Lady Irrigators, we have number 3, Kendra Johnson. She is a sophomore at 5'5", a guard. Caitlin Shakett, she is a guard at 5'4". Bristol Bachman, she's a freshman at 5'9". She's the tallest girl on the team for Newell. Haley McCann, a senior captain, she's a guard/forward at number 14. And also Rachel Strandsberg, she's a junior guard at 5'5", to round off the starting lineups for Newell. Head coach for the Newell Lady Irrigators is Luke Bonefield, in his first season, assistant coached by Sierra Taggart. As we're underway here in Newell, no score yet. McCann gets in the middle, jump shot off the middle of the lane, and it's good, and that breaks the scoring tie. Newell up 2-0. Now full court man defense put on by Newell Irrigators. Hansen at the top of the key, and we got a jump ball right away, and that will be in favor of Lead-Deadwood. So Delaney Matson will throw in. Throws it over to Black. Now stolen away by Newell. And right there on the foul, I believe they'll get Piper Rogers trying to go for the steal on Rachel Strandsberg, the junior. Yep, Piper Rogers caught with her first foul. Strandsberg, top the key, guarded by Nakia Black. Drives over into the middle, now through the middle of the defense, and losing her feet and falling on the ground. That is a shake it for Newell. It'll be a jump ball. This time, possession will stay with Newell. As all the Irrigators back up behind the three-point line in the line, they're going to run their way down, try to find someone open. Gets it over to Strandsberg in the middle. Now back over to Newell. Layup up, no good. Fight for the rebound on the ground. Nakia Black controls it, gets it right to a Newell Irrigator, and that's another 2 points for the hometown Irrigators, and that is courtesy of Haley McCann. She's got 2 already for the Lady Irrigators. Now on the other end, Lead-Deadwood have trouble dealing with the ball. Matson outside, Jersey Arts, three-pointer, no good. Misses everything. Rebound back to Nakia Black, and right there for the steal is Newell, and that's Strandsberg. Now up the floor, and Jersey Arts knocks it out of the hands of a Shake It. So again, Haley McCann, courtesy of the first two baskets for Newell, and it's 4-0. 6:17 left to go in the first quarter. Strandsberg on the elbow. Now we'll throw it to the other side. There's Kendra Johnson, the senior, in the middle to Haley McCann. She loses it momentarily, but they're going to catch Lead-Deadwood with a foul. They're going to get the foul on Jersey Arts. Rocking the black eye tonight. Don't know if she got that in practice or last game, but makes her look mean and lean right there on the floor for the Lady Golddiggers as Delaney Madsen gets the rebound stolen right away by the Newell Irrigators. And double dribbling with it was Caitlin Shake It. So Newell forcing the turnover and then giving it right back. Newell's now in a 1-2-2 press. They break it pretty easy. Jersey Arts throws it in the middle to Delaney Madsen. Jump shots off the rim, no good. And Bristol Bachman is there with the rebound, and right there on the foul is Lead-Deadwood. And they're going to catch the foul on Jersey Arts. She already has 2 fouls right away. Now Lead-Deadwood's starting to put on a little pressure on Newell. Jump shot up and no good, but we got a foul on the court. Rachel Strandsberg trying to break through the lane and get a layup, and she won't get the bucket, but she'll head to the charity stripe for a trip for 2 points, potentially. Delaney Madsen, courtesy of the first foul. Still only just 2 buckets so far in the contest. First free throw off the rim and no good off the front of the rim. Coming in for the Golddiggers, out goes Jersey Arts and Piper Rogers. Into the game now for Lead-Deadwood. That is Isabel Wigand. Had herself a good game last time. As well as Addie Eastman, 2 sophomores coming in to replace 2 seniors. Second shot by Rachel Strandsberg is good. That's making it 5-0 in favor of Newell. Now Newell trying to put on some pressure. Nakia Black gets it up court. Now Eastman inside to Black. She can't control it, but it goes right to Wigand. Eastman down underneath, stolen away by Newell, and that's a steal courtesy of Kendra Johnson, the senior. Now she's got it going up against the full court press. Newell breaks the press in the corner. Eastman, three-pointer, good. That's Strandsberg for Newell, and it's 3-0 in favor of the Lady Irrigators. Now a steal on the other end. Here comes Johnson, layup up, and that's another 2 points for Kendra Johnson. And it's now 10-0 in favor of Newell. Nakia Black has it stolen away by Strandsberg, and we got a foul on the floor. I believe they'll get Strandsberg with the foul. She might have been a little too aggressive on the steal. Piper Rogers will enter the game for Taylor Hansen for Lead-Deadwood, as the Golddiggers yet to score a point. Now Nakaya Black off the inbounds, doesn't get it. She gets her own rebound, but her foot was on the line, and she'll step out. (10-0), 4:34 left to go in the contest. Well, in the first quarter. Kendra Johnson has the ball stolen away momentarily. It goes to Lead-Deadwood with Addie Eastman. Gets pressured right away by Stransburg. Stransburg with the steal. Stransburg going up strong. Can't get the bucket, but she'll get the foul. Addie Eastman picks up her first, and Rachel Stransburg leading the Irrigators with 4 and forcing Newell into some early foul trouble here about midway through the first quarter. Eastman pacing the team with 4 points already, trying to add on to her day. And she does that with the first free throw being nothing but the bottom of the net. Thanks to more of our sponsors, including Pillin Optical, celebrating 50 years in Rapid City, Powder River Energy, Proline Equipment Rentals, the Auto Doctor, Millstone Family Restaurant for giving us our From the Bench podcast, as well as Minerals Technology, American Colloid. Lead-Deadwood on the other side, couldn't get a shot to go by Wygand, and Delaney Madsen couldn't save it in time, and now it will be a turnover. Newell subs for the first time today. Letty Nihas. She is a freshman, 5'7", entering the game now for Newell. Down underneath, Newell breaks the press beautifully, and that's 2 more points for Haley McCann. Makes it 14-0. Lead-Deadwood trying to get through the press. They eventually do to Nakaya Black. And I think Lead-Deadwood is called with the travel right before the layup. They broke the press eventually after facing some early pressure, way to break through it, but didn't prove to turn into any points, and that's enough for head coach Chad McCarty to call a timeout. 3:54 left to go in the first quarter. Here it's 14-0. The Lady Irrigators on top of Lead-Deadwood. We'll be back in 1 minute with the rest of the first quarter here on KDSJ Radio and KDSJ-TV.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Vehicles today are complicated and expensive. The professionals at Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Spearfish are here to guide you through everything automotive. From cars, trucks, and SUVs to parts and repairs, Junix takes the confusion out of automobile ownership. Enjoy the ride with Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Family owned since 1931 on West Jackson in Spearfish.
Whatever.
Back in action here in Newell after that Lead-Deadwood timeout. It's currently 14-0 in favor of the Irrigators as they will inbound, and Lead-Deadwood putting on a little bit of some full court man pressure themselves. In the corner, three-pointer off the rim, no good for Newell, and right there for the rebound, that is Stransburg. Her shot was no good. It'll be knocked out of bounds by Newell, so empty possession for the Irrigators. Nope, take that back. It'll be off of Lead-Deadwood. As Nihas will take a seat for Newell. Caitlin Shaket's back into the game. Top the key now for Stransburg, swinging it outside to Kendra Johnson. Long layup off the glass and rolls around and good. Kendra Johnson, she's now got 4, and it's 16-0. Newell, as they're trying to break the press, get across his timeline, and it's stolen right away by Johnson. now up court. Here comes Newell and a foul, and they're going to head to the line for 2, and that will be Caitlin Shake-It. So Shake-It will head to the line. Take a look at our KDSJ Sports replay about Newell breaking that press and great ball movement to get the ball inside to Haley McCann. She's got 6 points, and it's 16-0 in favor of the Lady Irrigators. First attempt missed, and now second attempt missed by Newell. And Shake-It goes 0 for 2 on free throws. And coming into the game for the Irrigators, that's Ava Bertrand, a sophomore at 5'6". She's a forward. She'll throw it in, and now there's that 2-on-1 press, and stolen away again. Here comes the Irrigators. Up court, shot by Shake-It, no good. Rebound, Strandsburg, no good. Here comes Kendra Johnson. Her layup is good. Johnson now with 6 points, and it's 16-0. Lead-Deadwood finally breaking the press. Hannah Hansen in the game now for Lead-Deadwood as well. Wygand has it stolen momentarily. Now Piper Rogers breaking through the lane. Stops, jump shot, middle of the lane, off the bank, and it's good for Lead-Deadwood. Their first 2 points of the night, courtesy of Piper Rogers. It comes with 2:30 left to go in the game. Meanwhile, Newell eventually crossing the timeline with Kendra Johnson now in the corner. Baseline underneath and diving for the ball. Great hustle that time by Rachel Strandsburg. It'll be a long two-pointer off the rim, no good for Shake-It. Rebound by Piper Rogers and Lead-Deadwood. See if the Golddiggers can get some momentum going now on offense. In the corner underneath Piper Rogers, no one's there but misses the layup. And now Newell will run the floor. Layup up and good for Newell. Rachel Strandsburg adds on to her day. She now has 8. And going for the ball now was Strandsburg, and she forces the travel on Isabella Wygand. So another quick turnover for Lead-Deadwood as they trail by 18 points with 1:50 left to go in the first quarter. It's 20-2. Strandsburg on the elbow, guarded by Wygand. Strandsburg gets away from Wygand after Wygand forced the steal. Strandsburg got it back and wanted to dribble, and she's called for the double dribble. Bertrand throwing to Piper Rogers and getting pressure right away. Now Bertrand. Now Lead-Deadwood showing some, trying to get a little more calm and trying to break the press. Eventually breaks the press, and it forces a blocking foul on Newell. It'll be on Haley McCann, her first. Inbounds, Piper Rogers through the middle of the lane. Jump shot off the elbow, doesn't get it to go, and it'll go be a rebound by Newell. They're going to run the floor again. Here comes Strandsburg off the rim, little two-step jumper, and it's good. 22-2 after that fast break layup from Haley McCann, Rachel Strandsburg. She's got 10 points. Newell taking a page out of Harding County with the full court, running the full court after the basket and after the turnover. It's leading to some early buckets against this Lead-Deadwood squad. Now a host of subs come in for Newell, including number 22, Bethany Mahaffey. Number 23, Kate High. And at number 24, Nevada Donahue. Strandsburg stays in the game, and she breaks the press by herself, slows it down after it gets to the half-court line. Now in the middle, and stolen away from Mahaffey was Wygand. Now on the other side, Rogers underneath, tried to get into Bertrand. And it'll go out of bounds off of Newell. 22-2 in the corner. Now Wygand, long jumper, can't get it to go, and Newell get the rebound, and now they're going to run the court by Gassou. Here comes Strandsburg. She actually holds up right there on the elbow On the other side, that's McHaffey. Strandsburg in the corner. Cade High gets it momentarily, gets it back to Strandsburg. Junior setting up the offense. Mahaffey back over to Strandsburg, watching the shot clock. In the middle, now through some traffic, and that pass is stolen by Hannah Hansen for Lead-Deadwood. They cross the timeline, trying to set up some sort of offense. Now, Taylor Hansen can't get the bucket to go, and now here comes Strandsburg running the floor. Up off the glass, too strong, no good, but should be caught with the foul, courtesy of Avra Bertrand with 2 seconds left to go. Rachel Strandsburg already with 10 points on the 9. See if she can add to her total with 2 seconds left to go in the first quarter. It's Newell 22, Lead-Deadwood 2. Rachel Strandsburg, the junior guard, 5'5" for the Lady Irrigators, pacing all scores with 10. McCann's got 7. Kendra Johnson's got 6. Those are the only 3 Newell Irrigators to score. As the first free throw from Rachel Strandsburg is no good. Get a good glimpse of her right here on KDSJ-TV. She's shooting right in front of our Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. Strandsburg's second attempt off the back iron, no good. Bertrand gets the foul, and Lead-Deadwood will not get a shot off. And we've hit the end of the first quarter, 22-2 in courtesy of the Newell Lady Irrigators dominating at home. We'll be back with 1 minute with the second quarter of action right here on KDSJ 980 AM, 103.5 FM, KDSJ980.com, the KDSJ Sports mobile app, and watching the action live on KDSJ-TV on YouTube and on Facebook.
Wolf's Plumbing and Heating keeps you in the comfort zone with expert heating and air conditioning repair or replacement from American Standard Mitsubishi. For over 70 years, Wolf's Plumbing and Heating has delivered quality service to the Northern Hills and Northeast Wyoming. When you need timely, expert service for heating, cooling, or plumbing, call 605-642-5755 or search Wolf's Plumbing and Heating and stay in the comfort zone.
Fisher Sand and Gravel of Spearfish supports community and school athletics. Plus, they support community development with services in and around the Black Hills. Fisher is an aggregate company headquartered in Spearfish with 2 local commercial quarries in Beulah and Newcastle, Wyoming. They sell all sizes of aggregates for commercial and individual projects from a pickup load to thousands of ton. Whatever you need, Fisher Sand and Gravel, proud supporter of all community, college, and high school athletics. Good luck to all teams and athletes competing in today's game.
Back in the second quarter of action as Lead-Deadwood to throw in courtesy of Delaney Matson. Thanks to more of our sponsors, including our officials tonight. Our game officials brought to you by South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Being the men in the stripes here tonight, as we got a blocking foul right away on Newell as Lead-Deadwood threw Delaney Matson into the corner for a trap, and getting a little too aggressive on the trap is a number 20 for Newell. Nope, they're going to get Kendra Johnson for her first foul. Three-pointer by Jersey Arts, no good. Johnson with the rebound as she's trying to get across the timeline. Full court pressure put on by the Irrigators. Johnson finally sets down the offense, and she's trying to look inside. Can't quite find anyone. Cross-court pass, trying to get over to McCann, but Delaney Matson's right there to force it out of bounds. It will go to the Golddiggers. See if they can try to use this momentum. Also, some more of our sponsors, including Granite Automotive, Fisher Sand and Gravel, Butte County Equipment, The Auto Doctor, Gold Dust Maverick Steakhouse, and our new sponsor that will be coming in January. It'll be courtesy of our replay sponsor on KDSJ-TV. That's Tropical Smoothie and Spearfish off of exit 14. Right down from the Applebee's there in Spearfish. As Lead-Deadwood trailing by 20, and Eastman about had a steal, and now Eastman tried going for the steal, and instead will foul Strandsburg with a block. believe that'll be Eastman's second foul. Yep, Addie Eastman's picked up 2 fouls in the contest. No score yet, and with about minute past into the second quarter. Coming up, we'll have our Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show. Recap this action. Look at our matchup menu if we don't get to it already. As McCann through the middle, has it blocked. Stolen by Jersey Arts. And it goes right to Strasburg. Jumper at the free throw line, no good. And Jersey Arts gets the rebound. Wygand crosses the timeline. Goes to Eastman, who trips on an Irrigator, and I think they're going to catch. Yep, they're going to catch Strasburg with her second foul. Wygand will take a seat for Lead-Deadwood, and coming back into the game is Piper Rogers. Corner, Jersey Arts swings it across court to the other MO. There's Nakia Black, back to Black. Piper Rogers goes baseline. She'll get blocked right there, and that is a big block put on by Bristol Bachman. Now up floor to Newell. Strasburg. Over to Johnson, trying to run the play. Stripped away by Piper Rogers. Delaney Madsen's there with the steal. Strasburg tries taking it from Eastman. And Lead-Deadwood trying to set something up in the middle. Rogers jump shot off the glass, no good. And now a steal that time by Addie Eastman as Newell tried running the floor again. Eastman said, nope, we're done with that. And now Nakia Black outside to Eastman. Over to the elbow, Jersey Arts, three-pointer up, good. Big three-pointer from Jersey Arts. She already eclipsed her point total from the other night, and we got a traveling call on Newell's Rachel Strasburg. So a little bit of momentum for Lead-Deadwood as we're almost halfway done with the second quarter, and that was the first bucket of the quarter. Now Lead-Deadwood on offense. Through the middle of the lane is no good. Piper Rogers. Bertrand with the rebound. Cross court, trying getting it across the baseline over to Piper Rogers that was waiting on the other side. And Newell will knock it out of bounds. Again, Newell coached by first-year head coach Luke Bonefield. Sierra Montaggart there to help coach. Three-pointer on the other elbow by Jersey Arts. Can't get it to go. And Piper Rogers takes the long rebound, and it'll be a new shot clock for Lead-Deadwood. Arts tried getting over to Piper Rogers and forcing the steal of Strasburg, and that forces a jump ball. And Newell will cause the turnover. Rachel Strasburg has been playing like her hair's on fire, running all over the court, running the court offensively and defensively, as now Newell having a hard time breaking the Lead-Deadwood press, and then Strasburg gets across the timeline. We're setting up on offense for Newell. Here's a corner three by Johnson, and it's good. Kendra Johnson adds 3 more to her point total. She's got 9. It's 25-5 after Newell finally responds to a Jersey Arts three-pointer. Heading to the line is, a foul by Newell. And it will be Piper Rogers at the free throw line. She'll have 2 shots at it. First one was rounding good. Piper Rogers picks up her 3rd point of the night. It is now 6-25 in favor of the Lady Irrigators. In our broadcast booth, brought to you by Monument Health, Orthopedic, and Sports Medicine, the official sports medicine provider to several high schools in the Black Hills and Northeast Wyoming. As the second free throw is good, and a nice little jumper that's made by Strasburg adds to her point total. She's now got 12 points on the night. Piper Rogers, and she'll be caught with the double dribble trying to set up the offense. So another turnover by Lead-Deadwood. And head coach Luke Bonefield is not happy about something from Newell. So he'll take a timeout. 4:05 left to go in the second quarter. We'll actually keep it right here. Have a chance to look at our matchup menu. Brought to you by South Dakota Beef Logic. See what's going on across the state in girls and boys basketball happening tonight. We'll start off in Class AA where Brookings, they head to Huron. Watertown takes on Mitchell. Sioux Falls Lincoln is at Harrisburg tonight. Number 3, Brandon Valley's taking on Sioux Falls Jefferson. Yankton is at number 2, Sioux Falls Roosevelt. In Class A, the only 2 matchups happening in Class A for the local area. One of them right here on KDSJ, and that's the Newell Irrigators taking on Class A Lead-Deadwood. Belle-Fourche is at Phillip. And then in Class B tonight, Lemon is at Hettinger-Scranton, North Dakota. Harding County is at Bowman County. McIntosh is at Faith. And we'll quickly look at the boys' matchup menu. Sioux Falls Lincoln at Harrisburg. Sioux Falls Washington playing Yankton. Watertown playing number 1 Mitchell Colonels. Huron taking on Brookings. Lemons at Phillip. Harding County at Sundance, Wyoming here tonight. As we're back in action after that timeout. As after that turnover, actually no, we got a foul on the floor. We got a charging foul on Kendra Johnson. As after a quick turnover by Lead-Deadwood. Cross court now. Here's Strandsburg. 3-pointer off the front iron. No good. Rebound. No good. Haley McCann. It's 27-6. With it's 27-6 right now, as we're having some difficulties on KDSJ radio. After 2 free throws from Piper Rogers, having trouble connecting to KDSJ radio. Still live on KDSJ-TV after the second point is made by Lead-Deadwood's Piper Rogers. She has 4 to pace the Golddiggers. Seeing if you guys can hear us now on KDSJ radio. As with 3:09 left to go in the half, it's Lead-Deadwood leading, it's Newell leading Lead-Deadwood by 20 points. It's 27-7. Kendra Johnson through the lane. She'll be fouled right away, and that will be Piper Rogers there with the foul. And I believe, nope, that's just the second foul on Lead-Deadwood for this quarter, so they'll inbounds it off of the side. As Caitlin Shea-Ketch, she will be, nope, now we are going to shoot free throws. Nope, no, we're going to go underneath. Nope, I was wrong 3 times. We're going to shoot free throws again. So, Kendra Johnson, the sophomore guard/forward. I think I called her a senior earlier. Okay, now we're going back to the side. At this point, that might inbounds it off the top row of the grandstands. Who knows? Okay, they're going to go with the side, so we're going to go with the side. Kendra Johnson, top the key, guarded toughly by Piper Rogers, and Rogers forces a carry on Johnson. So after we ran a halfway conditioning drill trying to inbound the ball, we get a carry, and now Piper Rogers crossing the timeline to get something set up for Lead-Deadwood. Taylor Hansen on the elbow behind the arc. Jersey Arts throwing in the middle. There's Delaney Matson. Big strong move doesn't work. Piper Rogers with the rebound through the lane. Up and good for Piper Rogers. She's up to 6 points now for Lead-Deadwood. And it's now 27-9. Remember to switch cameras on KDSJ-TV. Piper Rogers has 6, Jersey Arts has 3, and that's all the scoring for Lead-Deadwood as they're back on offense in the middle to Delaney Madsen. Madsen over to Wigan over at the free throw line, and she'll be fouled. I believe they're going to catch Bristol Bachman, the freshman, with the push. Yep, Bachman picks up her second foul, so then Wygand will shoot 2. Check of the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. See what's going on across the state. As the first shot's no good. And boys action today, Sioux Falls, Washington took care of Yankton 51-47. It was Lincoln over Harrisburg 65-41. Number 1 Mitchell took care of Watertown 70-44. We got a good one cooking right now in Huron as Brookings up by 1 point late in the fourth quarter versus Huron 51-50. That's boys action. In girls basketball, Brookings took care of Huron 48-27. Mitchell over Watertown 50-31. Strasburg scores a layup, adding to her point total. I know that's not part of the matchup menu, but she has 14. And now another steal by Newell, courtesy of Bristol Bachman. And it's knocked out of bounds by Lead-Deadwood. Some more scores, including Sioux Falls, Washington taking care of Yankton tonight 72-33. Harrisburg over Lincoln 51-34. Bellefouche beat Phillip tonight in girls basketball action 58-45. Back here in Newell, where the Irrigators handing off the ball across the free three-point line, and Jersey Arts, I believe, is caught with a foul. She picks up 3 fouls now in the half. As the best way to beat a screen, go through it. Which, yes, is slightly illegal in the game of basketball. Nice jumper that's made there by Newell. That's Emily Farmer getting her first 2 points of the night. With her first bucket, it's now 31-9. Hanson over to Jersey Arts, back outside to Eastman. Eastman makes a man miss and makes the bucket and the foul. Nice little jumper, must have been a foul right when she released the ball. And Eastman gets the bucket and has a chance to go for a 3-point play. Puts Lead-Deadwood in the double digits. It's now 11-31, 20-point lead again. Eastman makes the high arcing free throw. Makes it 31-12. Her first bucket of the night was that and one. Gets the free throw. Now we're under a minute left to go in the half. Strasburg through the lane. Nice find by Strasburg. Can't get the assist to go as Niehaus can't get the basket. And now Eastman recovers the ball. Dribbles through some traffic. She might take it coast to coast. Jump stop over to Madsen. Madsen fights through contact. Can't get it to go, but she'll be fouled by the freshman, Bristol Bachman. Again, coming up, we'll have our Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show. Check out what's going on across the state with the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Recap this first half of action here in Newell. Also give a little preview to what's coming up on KDSJ Sports and KDSJ Radio. It'll be the same 2 schools in different teams with different teams in different places this weekend. As again, your number 1 station for local sports coverage, and that's right here on KDSJ Radio. 0 for 2 on the free throws for Lead-Deadwood. There's about a half second in between the shot clock and the game clock after a steal by Lead-Deadwood. And trying to get to the basket, but might be going to the basket too fast, was Jersey Arts, and she travels. It's now 27 seconds. 4 of the 5 Golddiggers are in front of the free throw line. They are not letting Strandsburg get across half court. And Strandsburg's making them work. She weaves through the defense over into the corner. Johnson, three-pointer, travels. Tried doing the step back, but stepped a little too far back to call the travel. Madsen throws it into Eastman. Eastman finally controls it. Now getting pressure, and that's a quick foul right away by Newell, by Caitlin Shakett. So the foul's starting to pile up for Newell, and that will send Eastman to the line. Actually, that's just the first for Shakett. 6 seconds, and Addie Eastman, she's got 3. She will now head to the charity stripe for 2. First one, banks off the glass and good. Gives her 4 on the night. Piper Rogers leads the Golddiggers with 6. Second, no good. Eastman controlling the rebound, gets it back. Over to Jersey Arts, 2 seconds in the corner. Jump shot, Wygand, no good. And we'll head to halftime with a 31-14 lead in favor of the Newell Lady Irrigators. As it's time for our Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show. Again, brought to you by Wolves Plumbing and Heating and Spearfish. Give them a call at 642-5755 or see more at wolfsph.com. We'll come back to recap this first half of action and do some more stuff right here on KDSJ Radio and KDSJ-TV. In 2 minutes, we'll be back with some more of the Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show.
Drive it on to victory with the Granite Home Team. At Granite Automotive, making all the right moves and scoring points for a better customer experience is a true team effort. From sales to finance, showroom to service, every Granite Home Team member has a role to play and a job to perform to make sure your next buying experience is your best buying experience. Enthusiastically on your side. Drive Granite. Go team. Go Granite. Buick, Nissan, GMC. Rapid City. Click drivegranite.com.
For nearly 50 years, Low Roofing Incorporated has been the trusted name in commercial roofing across western South Dakota and eastern Wyoming. Family owned and operated since 1975, they bring quality craftsmanship and reliable service to every project, big or small. From repairs to new installations, Low Roofing Incorporated covers it all. Protect your business with the experts who care and products that last. Call 1-800-658-4543. Low Roofing Incorporated, building a legacy of trust, one roof at a time.
This year marks the 50th anniversary of Pillin Optical. Since 1974, Pillin has dedicated its business to serving the community with quality eye care at a great price. The inventory has grown, giving you the widest selection of frames while maintaining the best prices for your family eye care needs. Your family is special, and Pillin Optical wants you to enjoy every minute clearly with them. After all, at Pillin Optical, quality eye care and customer service is the most important thing next to your sight. Pillin Optical, family owned for 50 years, 409 Kansas City Street.
For over 10 years, Allied Construction has been a trusted name in the Black Hills, providing top-quality construction services to our local community. We take pride in being a local business with deep roots in the area. With an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau, you can trust us to deliver exceptional results on every project. Our team is dedicated to providing personalized service, ensuring your project gets the attention and expertise it deserves.
Check out their website today. Click alliedconstruction.com or find them on Facebook.
And we are back with our Wolves Plumbing and Heating halftime show. Brought to you by Wolves Plumbing and Heating in Spearfish. You can give them a call at 642-5755, or you can see more at wolfph.com. As again, it's our halftime show. Here to recap some of the first half action here on KDSJ. Start off in the first quarter where Newell got off to an 18-0 run to really blow the door open off the start, as head coach for Lead-Deadwood, Chad McCarty, said that his team struggles with slow starts, as they need to figure out how to get into a rhythm early to help delay some of these slow starts and really get blown out of the game before it even starts. Well, tonight was not one of those nights, as Newell got off to an 18-0 run to start before the first basket put up by Jersey Arts, as she has 3 for Lead-Deadwood. But it was that full court pressure put on by Newell that really forced turnovers early, as Haley McCann got into the scoring column early for Newell. And then from there, it was the Rachel Stransberg show. She had 14 points in that first quarter to pace all scores in the contest, as her defense really stood out on the game, as forcing a lot of steals with that full court pressure. And then even when she's not involved with the steal, once her teammate gets the ball, it is all gas, no brakes to get to the other side of the court, as Eastman getting most of her points, Stransberg getting most of her points off of just hustle, getting to the basket before anyone else can, as you see right here on the KDSJ Sports replay. As again, it was 22-2 after the end of the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, no team really had anything going offensively. It was scoreless until 5:30 left to go in the second quarter before an Addie Eastman 3 for Lead-Deadwood. That broke her into the scoring column. And ever since then, Lead-Deadwood kind of got some momentum going. They actually ended the half with a 5-2 run, and all courtesy of Addie Eastman, as we've hit a 31-14 score here at halftime. As we look at all scores for both teams, we start off with Lead-Deadwood. They're led by Piper Rogers. She's got 6 at the half. Emily Farmer's got 2 for Lead-Deadwood. Addie Eastman's got 4. It wasn't a three-pointer by Addie Eastman. It was a and one situation, so a 3-point play, not a 3-pointer. Wrong formula, but same answer. Jersey Arts has got 3 to total up to 14 for the Lead-Deadwood Golddiggers. I'm not a mathematician, so if those stats are wrong, please let me know. Meanwhile, for Newell, they were paced by Rachel Stransberg. The junior guard has got 14 on the night. Haley McCann's got 6. Kendra Johnson, she's got 9. And that's it for scoring for Newell. Just 3 girls in the score column. As again, it is a 31-14 at halftime. We'll come back in 2 minutes with the Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard to see what's going on across the state, give you some score updates and some finals, and get you ready to go for the second half of action right here on KDSJ. Again, our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard coming up next, part of our Wolf's Plumbing and Heating halftime show in 2 minutes right here on KDSJ.
It's not one, but 2 great locations in Spearfish to gas up and get what you need on the go. Exit 8 and Exit 14 Speedy Marts offer everything you need so you can get in and get out and get back on the road. Find your favorite snacks and a cold drink, or maybe something fresh from the kitchen or in the cold case. It's all homemade right here. And Exit 8 and Exit 14 offers top-tier fuels from Phillips 66, so you get the most from your transportation. Exit 8 and 14 Speedy Marts in Spearfish. Right off the road, right on the money.
Do-it-yourself made easy with help from Proline Equipment Rentals in Belle Fourche. Whether you're a full-fledged contractor or just taking care of some jobs around your home, Proline has the equipment you need. Lifts for any job, like scissor lifts, boom lifts, and man lifts, skid steers, trenchers, backhoes, and more. Step inside to find smaller tools for do-it-yourself projects like concrete work, painting, sewer repair, and more. Call 723-7677, click ProlineEquipmentRentals.com, or stop by off North Highway 85 in Belle Fourche today.
For over 20 years, there's been a better alternative for car repair and spearfish in the northern Black Hills. It's Auto Doctor, with their 2 ASC certified mechanics who each have over 40 years of experience and their state-of-the-art facility. They'll treat your vehicle like it's theirs. From mechanical repairs, brakes alignments, tires, AC work, and more, Auto Doctor also provides advanced diagnostics. From Audis to Volkswagens, if your car is ill, we're the pill. Auto Doctor off Exit 14 Heritage Drive, Spearfish.
The Goldust Casino invites you to try the new menu items now being offered at Maverick Steak and Cocktails. Watch the action as you dine inside the Goldust Casino with tables overlooking the gaming floor. Enjoy over 210 of the newest slot machines and table games in Deadwood. And use your club card for great discounts at the 2 hotels right in the middle of the action. Get reservations today by calling 605-559-1400 or visiting goldustdeadwood.com.
Welcome back to the Newell Austin Auditorium here in Newell, South Dakota for tonight's girls varsity matchup between the Newell Lady Irrigators, currently leading the Lead-Deadwood Lady Golddiggers 31-14 at halftime. Again, thank you for joining us on KDSJ Radio, KDSJ980.com. You can also listen to us on our mobile app at KDSJ, well, our KDSJ Sports mobile app, as well as watching tonight's action on your smart device at KDSJ-TV on YouTube, as well as on Facebook. Do want to thank Newell's awesome AD, Hannah Hedrick, for getting me a bottle of water. It's hard work up here in the Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth. As it's time to look at our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard really quick before we get going in the third quarter of action. And looking at the scoreboard in girls basketball action, Huron loses to Brookings 48-27. It's Mitchell beating Watertown 50-31. Number 2 Sioux Falls Washington took care of Yankton 72-33. Harrisburg over Sioux Falls Lincoln 51-34. And Brandon Valley, ranked 3rd in the state, took care of Sioux Falls Jefferson 49-34. As we start off this quarter with 2 free throws for Newell's Kendra Johnson, the lefty. She makes her first one, gets her in double digits with 10. Jersey Arts picked up her 4th foul already. Kind of see where she got the black eye from. In Class A, of course, Newell is beating Lead-Deadwood 32-14. Belfouche over Phillip tonight, 58-45 after a quick steal by Rachel Strandsberg. Long three-pointer by Kendra Johnson rolls around no good. And Delaney Madsen controls the rebound, jump ball, and it'll be controlled by Lead-Deadwood. In Class B action, Harding County and a close one over Bowman County, North Dakota. The Lady Ranchers pull out a close one, 53-50. And no score updates yet from McIntosh and Faith. And Class B action for boys. Lemon over Phillip 52-26. In Class A action, we have no score update. And in Class AA action for boys tonight, number 4 Washington over Yankton 51-47. Number 2 Lincoln over Harrisburg 65-41. Number 1 Mitchell, the Colonels took care of the Watertown Arrows 70-44. Huron beats Brookings in another close contest 65-60. So look at our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. As Lead-Deadwood breaking the press into the corner. Now Taylor Hansen, jump shot off the front iron, no good. Battle for the rebound underneath between Delaney Madsen and 2 Lady Irrigators. Be a jump ball called, and Lead-Deadwood will take possession. Madsen Throws it on the elbow, now in the corner to Hansen. Down underneath Madsen, bullies her way through, gets too far underneath the net, and can't get the bucket. And we got a foul on the floor. Foul will be on Lead-Deadwood, so they'll get Taylor Hansen with the foul. She'll have 3. Hansen not so sure about that call. Is now Newell putting on some pressure themselves. 3-2-1 press, and that forces the 5-second call for Newell. And that'll be a quick turnover by Lead-Deadwood. Or forced by Lead-Deadwood. Hansen underneath. Gets the ball tipped momentarily. Now she goes to the floor. And it'll be recovered by Haley McCann. McCann, after not paying attention momentarily, gets the ball, and it's stolen away by Lead-Deadwood. Going coast to coast and causing the foul on McCann. That is number 14 by Lead-Deadwood, Isabel Wygand. It's the 4th foul on Haley McCann. So both Jersey Arts for Lead-Deadwood and Haley McCann from Newell battling with 4 fouls. So McCann will take a seat, and Letty Niehaus into the game. Second attempt, no good. Taylor Hansen right there at the putback, no good. Rebound by the freshman Bristol Bachman, and they will catch Delaney Madsen with the foul. Madsen's got 2. Still 34-14. Full court pressure put on by Lead-Deadwood. And it's broke by Newell. Stransburg, coast to coast, can't get it to go. Outside. Here's a 3-pointer by Newell. Rolls around, can't get it to go in. That was a 3-pointer by Kendra Johnson. That ball was all but in, but the backspin made it just swirl right out, and that's an empty possession by Newell. Now here comes Lead-Deadwood breaking the press. Now 3-pointer Nakaya Black off the glass, no good. Bachman with the rebound. And now here comes Johnson over to Stransburg. Stransburg, long jumper off, and Blackman can't get it to go. And Black will get the rebound, throws it just clear across back behind the timeline. And what do we got? It was a whistle. I don't know if it's over and back or a foul. We got a foul. It will be on number 14 for Lead-Deadwood. That's Wygand. And we have some new substitutions for the Golddiggers, as Madsen, Rogers, and Taylor Hansen takes a seat. Into the game is Wygand, Eastman, and Hannah Hansen. In the middle of the lane, Bachman tries going up with the quick floater in the middle of the lane, but Lead-Deadwood right there to force the jump ball. It will stay with the Lady Golddiggers with 5:13 left to go in the half. 3-pointer by Stransburg's no good, and we've had 1 point scored this entire third quarter, and we're about halfway done. Black in the corner. Couldn't get it to go anyone. Stransburg with the steal, and now we're off to the races. Stransburg, coast to coast, left hand off the glass, and good. Rachel Stransburg, 16 points on the night. Rogers guarding Wygand close, and now we got, don't worry guys, I got it. As had to go retrieve the ball as I went up on stage here. So now 34-14, 20-point lead for Newell. Newell on offense on the far side of the court, wearing the all-white jerseys here tonight with the maroon numerals. The block N in maroon on the side of the shorts. reminiscent of Nebraska. Quick 2 that time, put up by Newell. Make sure I switch my camera. Letty Niehaus gets in the score column with that quick 2. As down underneath, there's Wigan. Nice move. Can't quite get it to fall. It was a good move by Isabel Wigan. Couldn't get the bucket to fall. And now with 3:59 left to go in the third quarter, it is Newell 36, Hardin County 14. Strandsburg with pressure by Nakia Black. Strandsburg eventually gets across the timeline. No, over inside. Back out to Johnson. Johnson touches it as it goes out of bounds, and that's a quick turnover. As Newell is trying to get inside to Letty Niehaus, the freshman. 5'7", forward/center. And instead, it'll be Lead-Deadwood's ball with Addie Eastman. Now over to Hannah Hansen. Now here on the far side of the court. And the shot clock did not start. So instead, Lead-Deadwood inbound over to Wigan. Inside, there is Bertrand. Can't get the bucket to go. Black with the rebound. Putback's no good. And now here comes Newell. And causing a double dribble before she can get the ball to her teammate. Caitlin Shakett will double dribble as she crosses the timeline. One of those instances where she saw her teammate was open and then realized she wasn't open, then she became open, and the body slowed down instead. Eastman, jumper no good. She gets her own rebound. Eastman now back out to Wigan. Shot off the glass, no good. And recovered by Newell. Now up floor, floater no good from Strandsburg. Now we're coming back the other way. Nakia Black, coast to coast off the glass, no good. And we got a foul inside. Hannah Hansen will be called with the foul, trying to steal the ball away from Kendra Johnson off the rebound. That'll be the 5th team foul on Lead-Deadwood this quarter. Just 2 for Newell, and that's the first foul on Hannah Hansen, the sophomore. Is looking to check into the game for Newell. That's Bethany Mahaffey. Sophomore guard at 5'2". She will now enter the game. And the senior trio for Lead-Deadwood, Piper Rogers, Taylor Hansen, Delaney Madsen enters the game for the Golddiggers. As Wygand and Hannah Hansen take a seat. First free throw was good from Kendra Johnson. Second one follows suit. She's got 12. And Lead-Deadwood's got a 38-14 lead. Eastman, coast to coast over to Rogers. Rogers gets hit off the jumper. Shot doesn't go through, but she'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots of herself. Coming up later this week on KDSJ Radio, we'll have a boys varsity matchup in Spearfish as the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles make their way into town to take on the Spartans. Tip off at around 6 o'clock. And then that following Saturday, the Pierre Governors roll into town for the boys as Pierre and Spearfish. Boys varsity basketball action will be Saturday. Second shot was good by Piper Rogers. She's got 7, and we got quick turnover. I think it was either a travel or a double dribble. I did not see. On Kendra Johnson. So now Lead-Deadwood takes back possession. Taylor Hansen gets herself into some trouble. Trying to find someone open, gets it over to Bertrand. Now back inside to Madsen. Good ball movement. And that's quick 2 points for Lead-Deadwood. First 2 points by Delaney Madsen. Now Lead-Deadwood Newell showing some ball movement themselves. Couldn't get the shot to go. And now Piper Rogers running the other way. Stops in the middle of the lane. Couldn't get the ball to go. Eastman Thought she had the foul, but she travels with the ball first. So quick, fast break effort by Eastman. Couldn't get it to go. Now, full court pressure put on by Lead-Deadwood, and forces the ball straight to Taylor Hansen. Hansen gets a foul in the process. Misses the layup, but now Taylor Hansen, she'll head to the line for 2. That'll be the first foul, I believe, on Bethany Mahaffey. Yep, her first foul. As Taylor Hansen hasn't scored a point yet tonight. See if she can break that scoring drought with the 2 free throws. First one off the rim, no good. She's shooting right in front of us of our Monument Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine broadcast booth here up on the stage in Newell. Second attempt, up and rolls around and good, but she crosses the line, so no good. Look not on Hansen's side that go around at the free throw line. And now Strandsburg breaking the press for Newell. Johnson taking the ball all the way up, and a left-handed layup is good. So Kendra Johnson starting to come up closer on her teammate, and that's a quick 2 points to the other side, courtesy of Addie Eastman. She's got 6. Kendra Johnson's got 13, trailing Rachel Strandsburg, and she's got 16. So now Newell with the ball. Madsen over to Eastman, crossing the timeline. Eastman, she's going to try to take it herself, dribbles out of some trouble. Now Piper Rogers. Rogers' left-hand layup is up and good. As Lead-Deadwood breaks 20 points, courtesy of a Piper Rogers layup off of an assist from Addie Eastman. And now a steal by Lead-Deadwood. Here comes Piper Rogers, guarded by Strandsburg. Rogers can't get it to go on the first try. Her putback is good, and that's a 6-0 scoring run by Lead-Deadwood in the third. And that's another turnover forced by Newell, and head coach Luke Bonefield is not happy. He won't call a timeout. He'll instead force a substitution real quick. As now we're back in action here in Newell. Taking down some stats as a Wygant shot was blocked. Now underneath and getting the foul and heading to the line for 2 is Bristol Bachman, the freshman. As the Newell Lady Irrigator defense lost her underneath the basket on the far end, and they will catch Ava Bertrand with her first foul. With 48 seconds left to go in the third quarter, the bank's open on a Tuesday night as Bachman gets her first point of the night. Off the glass with the free throw. See if she can make it 2 for 2. She does not, and she crosses the line in the process, so it wouldn't have mattered. So the freshman breaks into the scoring column with a 1 point of herself. Wygant, Hannah Hansen, now over to Piper Rogers. Rogers dribbling through the lane, going up strong through the lane. She gets the bucket, but she travels. Aggression by Piper Rogers took one too many steps. Kendra Johnson as this a pressure defense by Lead-Deadwood has caused some problems for the Newell Irrigators. Might have been a little too strong, as now we got another foul on the floor courtesy of Ava Bertrand. She's got back-to-back fouls, and she has 2 on the game. 4 fouls by Newell, 5 by Lead-Deadwood this quarter. First shot's no good from Letty Niehaus. She's got 2 points on the night. Again, 27 seconds left to go in the quarter. make that 3 points by Nihas. She gets one to go. It's 42-23. Eastman through the lane, now back out. Piper Rogers jumper off the rim, no good. Bachman with the rebound. Kendra Johnson now over to Nihas. Gets it over to Strandsburg. And now 7 seconds. 6, 5. Kendra Johnson. Long three by Strandsburg off the rim, no good. And no, they're going to catch Lead-Deadwood with a foul on the putback shot by, I believe, Caitlin Shake It. Yep, Shake It. She caught the ball off of the long Strandsburg three. So the buzzer went. I think the refs are trying to figure out how much time they want to put back on the clock. As they will put 0.2 seconds on the clock. So 2 shots by Caitlin Shake It. First one off the glass and no good, and doesn't even touch the rim. Again, it was a long three-pointer by Rachel Strandsburg that bounced off the rim, but it fell right into the hands of Caitlin Shake It. She had a chance to go for 2, misses everyone. Lead-Deadwood with the rebound, but with 0.2 seconds, really didn't have much of a chance to get a shot on the other end. So we've reached the end of the 3 quarters left to go here in Newell. 1 more to go. We'll be back with the 4th quarter in 1 minute right here on KDSJ Radio and on KDSJ-TV.
What is it that makes you powerful? It's not only having a voice, but knowing that it's heard, loud and clear. We understand knowledge can change your life, and that energy will continue to power it. And because you're part of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we're always listening. Because you're more than just a customer, you're a member. And what's more powerful than that?
Powder River Energy, serving Northeast Wyoming since 1946.
A lot of land comes with a lot of work. The new Kubota MX Series has a lot to offer, including the versatility to mow, move hay bales, grade roads, and clear brush and snow. An optional spacious cab to keep you comfortable in any conditions. A front-end loader with excellent loader lift capacity, hydrostatic or gear transmission options, and affordably priced. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. See Butte County Equipment located on U.S. Highway 212 Belfouche, or go online to automotivecompanyinc.com.
Jake's Collision.
Back here in the 4th quarter in Newell as the Lady Irrigators leading the Lead-Deadwood Golddiggers by a score of 42-23. As both teams came up empty on their first possessions to start the 4th quarter. Now we have a foul on the floor on Rachel Strandsburg. Jersey Arts back in the game with 4 fouls. Piper Rogers' jumper's no good. Bachman with the rebound. And she'll get it back over to Kendra Johnson. Now crossing the timeline. Back is Haley McCann. She's in the game with 4 fouls too. Strandsburg cross-court pass clear over to Kendra Johnson. Johnson, layup no good, but she's fouled in the process. And I think this one's going to go against Nakaya Black. As Johnson went baseline. Didn't have much time for the defense to react, and going for the shot block was Black, and she's caught with the foul. It's just the first on Nakaya Black. Kendra Johnson has 13, make that 14 for Newell. Rachel Strandsburg leads all scorers with 16 points. 20-point lead, make that a 21-point lead for Newell as Kendra Johnson trails her teammate in scoring by 1. As Lead-Deadwood breaks the press, and then a cross-court pass attempt by Jersey Arts over to Nakaya Black, was tipped out of bounds by Strandsburg. And now here's Jersey Arts. Dribbling through the lane, shot off the glass, too strong, no good. It will go off of Taylor Hansen, and we'll give the ball right back to Newell. Full court pressure. It's almost like a 4-1, and Newell breaks it beautifully. Underneath, and now kicking it back out to Newell. Johnson, jumper in the lane, no good. Bachman with the rebound, tried going back up with it. Didn't like it, and Johnson called with the travel. And I think we got a timeout on the floor, courtesy of Newell. We'll take a quick one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the rest of this fourth quarter here in Newell as the Lead-Deadwood Golddiggers trail the Irrigators 23-43. We're back in 30 seconds.
Has built their reputation by offering the highest quality, guaranteed repairs in the area. Satisfied customers return again and again for everything from collision repair to custom paint, glass and windshield, and the best hail repair in the region. They're preferred by most insurance companies and work with all of them. Jake's Collision Repair of Spearfish and Sturgis. Give them a Google today for the best repair on your vehicle, guaranteed.
Back in fourth quarter action in Newell after that Newell Irrigator timeout. I'm trying to get the clock set right. 6:37 left to go in the game. Newell up to a 21-point lead over the Irrigators. Long pass to McCann, can't quite control it, but Strandsburg takes possession. Jump stops in the middle of the lane. McCann gets it. Haley McCann, jumper in the middle of the lane, no good. And we're going to fight for the rebound, and it'll be a jump ball between two girls with 4 fouls, as both of them living on the dangerous side underneath. That's Jersey Arts and Haley McCann. So now full court pressure reestablished by Newell. Piper Rogers over to Nakaya Black, crossing the timeline underneath to Delaney Madsen, and I think Nakaya Black might have traveled with it before she got the pass off. In 44-23. Long pass by Johnson. Cross court inside. Beautiful ball movement put on by the Irrigators, and that's a quick 2 points by the Irrigators. Lily Niehaus. Letty Niehaus. She's now got 5. And then a long pass by Johnson in the middle of the lane. Goes out of bounds off of a Newell Irrigator, and Delaney Madsen will throw it in. That was great ball movement, that last possession by Newell. It's a coach's dream on how to break a press. I believe there was maybe one dribble taking that entire possession. It was pass, pass, pass. Everyone found the open spot, and everyone did their job, and it was a quick 2 points for the freshmen, as head coach Luke Bonefield was not happy with her at the beginning of the timeout, and I think he likes what he sees after that possession. McCann had pressure right away by Delaney Madsen on that press break. Ball goes out of bounds, so it will stay with Newell. 5:40 left to go in the contest as Johnson travels across the arch. Strandsburg tops the key, now inside to Bachman. Now Johnson driving the lane, blocked by Black. Goes right to Johnson again. Her second shot's no good, and I think they're going to get Nakaya Black with another foul, trying to go for another block. That's her third. So 2 shots by Kendra Johnson. First one rattles around and no good. So Rachel Strandsburg keeps her point lead of the night. She's got 16. Kendra Johnson's got 15. And now they're tied after that one free throw attempt. That's good. 47-23. Newell on top of Lead-Deadwood. As a layup on the other end is good. And that is Isabel Wygand. She gets her first 2 points of the night. And then on the other end, the freshman, Letty Niehaus, gets her, nope, excuse me, that was Bristol Bachman gets 2 more. Makes it 49-25. And now Newell running the floor again. Dump off attempt to Bachman was no good. But it was knocked out of bounds by Newell. By Lead-Deadwood. There's a Strandsburg jumper, no good. Delaney Madsen controls the rebound. Newell backs off the pressure. And now Jersey Arts, jumper, pulls up, no good. Taylor Hansen's right there with the putback, and it's good for Taylor Hansen. Hansen's first bucket of the night. 49-27. Johnson had pressure right away by Wygand. Now Delaney Madsen knocks away a pass intended down low. Wygand takes the ball back for Lead-Deadwood. Madsen now into the corner. Taylor Hansen inside. There's Jersey Arts off the glass, no good. Madsen controls the rebound, can't get the shot to go, and it is recovered by Newell, throwing it right to Jersey Arts. And I believe they're going to catch Haley McCann for her 5th and final foul. So I believe her day is done. No, they're going to call they called the foul on Jersey Arts. I believe it should be on Haley McCann. As the official starting to talk with the table to make sure they give it to the right girl. Nope. They call it on Jersey Arts. Interesting. Jersey Arts got the steal, and I didn't think she was fouled in the process, but must have. So Jersey Arts' day is done. She ends the night with 3 points. As now Newell crossing the timeline. Some subs in for Newell, including Bethany Mahaffey. Niehaus has it knocked out of her hands by Eastman. Also in the game for Newell, that's Kate High and Nevada Donahue. Mahaffey to throw in to Donahue. Behind the arc, now inside to High. Pass was too high, and it causes a jump ball between Taylor Hansen, Delaney Madsen, and Kate High. 3:34 left to go in the game. It's 49-27 Newell. Don't go away. We'll have our KDSJ Sports post-game show after the conclusion of this game. Recap what action's going that happened today. Look at our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Name our Superior Performer, brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions. Give a preview to what's coming up for next for both of these teams. What's next for KDSJ Sports? And get you back to your favorite 60s and 70s on KDSJ Radio. Quick two by Addie Eastman. Is now Newell crossing the timeline. After a pass by Mahaffey, went to no one and intercepted by Hannah Hansen from Lead-Deadwood. And that causes a jump ball. Thought it was out of bounds. No one touched the ball, but the ref had 2 thumbs up, so it was a jump ball. Again, our law on the court, brought to you by South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Newell playing in their first of 3 games this week as they'll compete in the state line shootout next week. Wygand through the lane, and I think they'll call the foul on the floor. Nope, they gave her the bucket. Isabel Wygand gets her 4th point of the night. So now 31-49. Lead-Deadwood has outscored Newell this quarter, 9-7. Make that 10-7. 5 points now for Isabel Wygand, and look out, Lead-Deadwood, they're starting to make a little bit of a comeback. Ball out of bounds on Letty Niehaus, and that's a turnover for Lead-Deadwood. Here come the Lady Golddiggers. Still trailing by 17, but they have slowly crawled their way back closer. Still have a lot of work to go and not a lot of time to do it. Matson back out to Eastman through the lane. Now Piper Rogers. Short jumper up and good. Piper Rogers. She gets 11, and now it is just a 15-point game. Full court pressure defense put on by Newell. Rogers passing the timeline, knocked out of her hands. Here comes Piper Rogers for Lead-Deadwood. Rogers through the lane, and Rogers called for the charge. Piper Rogers trying to make her way to the basket. Good job by the defense by Kendra Johnson, forcing the charge. Now full court man defense put on by the Lead-Deadwood Golddiggers. Strandsberg, she's been quiet, and she has the ball knocked out of her hands by Wygand. Wygand tried going for the layup and then wanted to switch to passing it out of the play, and that forces a turnover. And Coach Luke Bonefield wants to get a timeout. 49-34, Lead-Deadwood trailing by 15, and we're trailing by as many as I believe 27, and they've made it to a 15-point ball game. We'll be back in 30 seconds after the other end of this timeout with the conclusion of the girls' varsity matchup here on KDSJ.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jet Rogers at Peak Family Chiropractic and Sports Performance.
We all take different paths in life. That's why we utilize multiple different treatments here at Peak. Our main treatment is our high-level chiropractic adjustment, but we also emphasize the use of cupping, scraping, vibration massage, trigger point therapy, and active care to promote movement, strength, mobility, and most of all, pain relief. Why travel to multiple locations when you can have total wellness under one roof? Stop in today, and let's get you to your peak.
The action picks up right away as after a quick steal by Lead-Deadwood, forcing the ball underneath, a quick foul on the floor by Newell. So that Luke Bonefield timeout might have not been what he wanted. And a quick knock out of bounds by Caitlin Shakett. Keeps the ball with Lead-Deadwood, again trailing by 15 points. Matson gets it over to Piper Rogers. Rogers takes it, shot off the glass, no good. And controlling the rebound is Haley McCann. McCann now over to Strandsberg. She's been quiet the second half, hasn't scored since the second quarter. Steal by Lead-Deadwood. Here comes Wygand. Up floor, Piper Rogers. Rogers, and she'll travel. Thought about the layup and then went to go with the jump shot, and her feet didn't quite catch up. Full court pressure put on by Lead-Deadwood. Newell breaks it, now over Haley McCann in the corner, and she'll slow down the offense. Strandsberg over to Shakett. Now Strandsberg through the middle of the lane. Reverse layup, no good, but Strandsberg will head to the line for two after a quick foul by Delaney Madsen. Her third. Strandsberg has not scored in the second half. First free throw's no good. And it was, I think, a 25-point lead at one point for Lead-Deadwood. And Newell, and Lead-Deadwood has cut into that. Stransburg, second shot, rolls around, no good. 0 for 2 by Stransburg. Now here comes Lead-Deadwood. Through the lane, Wigan, no good. Can't get a shot to fall on this side of the floor. Haley McCann controls the rebound. Stransburg takes it at the half-court line, and she's fouled immediately. Gets a shot right to the face by Hannah Hansen. Hansen, that's her second foul, and after going 0 for 2 about 15 seconds ago, Rachel Stransburg will have another attempt at 2 free throws. 54 seconds left to go in the game. Stransburg, first attempt off the back iron, no good. She has not had her day from behind the free throw line tonight. See if she can make up for it for this second attempt. Again, our KDSJ Sports postgame show coming up after the conclusion of this contest. Stransburg misses the second layup. Matson gets it over to Eastman. Eastman off of her foot, gets it underneath the Piper Rogers, but right there is Haley McCann with the steal. And now Lead-Deadwood will look to foul, possibly. McCann crossing the timeline over to Haley McCann in the middle and fouled right away by Hannah Hansen. She picks up her third foul. 5 fouls by Lead-Deadwood, about to be 16 fouls. And that will, nope, Madsen, they'll call that on Delaney Madsen. She has 4 fouls in the contest. So, Haley McCann, senior, makes the first free throw. She's now got 8 points on the night and extends the lead back out to 16. Second attempt follows suit. It's back up to a 17-point lead for Newell. Piper Rogers through the lane, blocked and fouled by Kendra Johnson. So Piper Rogers will head to the free throw line, see if she can cut it back to a 15-point game. That'll be the 4th foul on Kendra Johnson. First attempt by Rogers, off the side of the iron and no good. 22 seconds left to go in the contest. Again, we got more basketball on KDSJ Radio coming up later this week. After second free throw by Piper Rogers is good. She's now got 12 on the night. And a carry makes it another team turnover on Newell. With 11 seconds left to go, Lead-Deadwood just trying to run something on offense. Get some momentum going in the state line shootout coming up for them later on this week. Eastman shot no good. Wigan gets the ball. Now here's Piper Rogers with a shot off the front iron, no good. Eastman battling for the ball. Throws it back in bounds, but the timer goes off, and that is final here in Newell. The Lady Irrigators, they defend their home court for the first home game of this season as they beat the Lead-Deadwood Golddiggers by a score of 51-35 at the Newell Austin Auditorium here tonight. As we've reached the end of the contest, don't go away if you're on KDSJ Radio and KDSJ-TV. As we got the KDSJ Sports postgame show coming up in a matter of 2 minutes. As the Newell Irrigators, they improved to 2-1 on the season as they beat Lead-Deadwood 51-34. Our postgame show coming up in about 2 minutes.
No matter what life throws in your direction, Dana Dental Arts and Spearfish reminds you to make you and your family's dental health a top priority. Putting off small problems now can lead to big ones later. We are small enough to feel like family, but big enough to bring you the latest technology. Before your lives get too hectic with school, sports, and other extracurricular activities, schedule a comprehensive exam now. We love our patients. Celebrating 50 years of dentistry in Spearfish.
Let our family care for your family.
Whether you've lived here for years or if you're new to town, everyone wants to know the best place to buy a quality pre-owned car, truck, and SUV, or where to go to have your current ride kept in shape. Brandon Kemp here from Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Need new tires? We got them, all major brands. Your brakes squeaking, or do you just hear something that's not quite right? We can help. Or maybe you're looking to upgrade to something a little more suitable. Well, you came to the right place. Superior Auto Solutions on Colorado Boulevard in Spearfish, or find us online at superiorautost.com.
Quality food at a fair price. That's what you expect, and that's what you will get at the Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish. Perfect for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or to grab a bite to eat before or after the game. Choose from daily specials, and a trip to the fresh soup and salad bar is always a hit. Plus, the Millstone can accommodate larger groups, like buses or your next meeting in their private party room. So, if it's just you and a friend or the whole team, get a great meal at a great price. The Millstone Family Restaurant in Spearfish.
At Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we are here to help you make your comeback. Our team is standing by to diagnose and treat your injury with some of the most advanced treatment options available and same-day appointments. Monument Health practitioners work closely with our therapists and physicians in communities throughout the Black Hills, with locations in Rapid City and Spearfish. Visit monument.health/orthopedics for more information. That's monument.health/orthopedics for more information.
Final here in Newell tonight. It's the Newell Lady Irrigators 51 to Lead-Deadwood 34 in girls basketball action. As Clayson Davis joins you with KDSJ Radio and KDSJ-TV, it's time for the KDSJ Sports Postgame Show, here to help recap all the action that just happened on your radio dial or your mobile device. As, again, the Newell Lady Irrigators, they improved to 2-1 on the season after beating Lead-Deadwood 51 to 34. The Lady Golddiggers fall to 0-3 on the season. So we look at the scoring recap. It was an 18-0 run put on by Newell to start off the contest. As getting some instructions from the AD here at Newell, Hannah Hedrick. As again, it was an 18-0 run to start off the game for Newell before Lead-Deadwood finally got their first point, courtesy of Jersey Arts. It was 22-2 after the end of the first quarter, as Newell outscored the Lead-Deadwood Golddiggers 22-2 to start off that first quarter. Then in the second quarter, Lead-Deadwood actually outscored the Irrigators 12 points to just 9. As both teams were scoreless until about 5:30 before an and one by Addie Eastman. Arts had 3 fouls early in the second quarter. She picked up her fourth pretty soon as well. As at halftime, it was 31-14. Then in the third quarter, it was another good, strong start by Lead-Deadwood. And they outscored the Golddiggers 11 points to 9, although it ended on a 6-point run by Lead-Deadwood in the third, making it 42-23 after the end of 3. And then in the fourth quarter, Lead-Deadwood came back alive, cutting the lead down to 15 after trailing by as many as 25 in the contest. And Newell eventually ran the clock out, but eventually that pressure defense put on by Lead-Deadwood might be something they could use later on in the year. But in the end, it was Newell beating Lead-Deadwood 51-34. So let's look at scoring for both teams. Leading the way for Lead-Deadwood, that was Piper Rogers. She had 12 points on the night. Isabel Wygand had 5. Addie Eastman had 8. Jersey Arts had 3. Delaney Madsen had 2. Emily Farmer had 2. Taylor Hansen had 2 for Lead-Deadwood. Again, don't know if my math completely adds up to the point totals, but that's what I have unofficially. Meanwhile, for Newell, Kendra Johnson led. Actually, it was a tie between Kendra Johnson and Rachel Strandsberg with 16 points each. Next leading scorer was Letty Niehaus. She had 5. Bristol Bachman had 3. That was it for scoring for Newell. As we have a final here in Newell as the Lady Golddiggers fall to 0-3, courtesy of the Newell Irrigators, as they win this contest 51-34. We'll go ahead and name our Superior Performer, brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Call them at 605-642-9111, or you can also see their inventory online at superioroutosd.com. As it was kind of a close contest to see who would be awarded our Superior Performer of tonight between two Newell Irrigators. But after both of them scored 16 points, the one that did most of the damage, that goes to guard, wearing the number 3 jersey, Kendra Johnson from Newell. As her 16-point performance, whoever lasted throughout the entire game, was dominant on defense as well and was able to slice her way through the Lead-Deadwood Golddigger defense really the entire night. And I want to give a big congratulations to Kendra Johnson. 16 points in the effort tonight in the win, as she is awarded our Superior Performer, brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish. Again, if you want to vote for your Superior Performer of the month from the month of November, you can do that on our website at KDSJ-980.com. As the winner of that contest, Superior Auto Solutions in Spearfish will give a $100 donation to the school's athletic fund of the winning athlete. Again, you can find that poll on our website at KDSJ980.com under the sports tab. To vote for your Superior Performer of the month, brought to you by Superior Auto Solutions. We'll take another 2-minute timeout, come back with our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard, showcase what's next up for both of these teams, see what's next on KDSJ Sports, and get out of here. And that's all coming up in about 2 minutes right here on KDSJ.
You see them everywhere. That's because Heinzerling Concrete of Spearfish is the most trusted name for everything from driveways, sidewalks, decorative stamp patios, and of course, foundations. Heinzerling Concrete is proud to support the activities that help our area youth build their foundation for future success. Whatever the job, Heinzerling Concrete is the name you can trust. Google Heinzerling Concrete in Spearfish or call 210-2320.
Beef Logic Inc. is proud to sponsor South Dakota's high school and collegiate athletes this season as they work alongside their partners at the South Dakota Beef Industry Council to deliver the Build Your Base Sports Nutrition Program at local high schools and colleges around the state and the country. Are you looking for a simple, easy-to-follow program that can help you and your family optimize performance both on and off the field of play? Check out buildyourbase.org and learn why beef continues to be the premier protein for athletic performance and recovery.
American Colloid, a minerals technologies company, is not only part of the community we live in, they are the community. Bentonite Clay, mined right here in our own backyard near Belfouche in Colony, Wyoming, provides a contributing factor to this area's economic success. This unique product has a huge range of uses, from the main component in a cat litter to health and beauty products, pharmaceuticals, and more. It's all produced right here in all of our community. American Colloid Company, working together, winning together.
For over
Just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
As welcome back to the Newell Austin Auditorium, where the Newell Irrigators, Lady Irrigators, they have their first home win of the season in their first home contest versus the Lead-Deadwood Golddiggers, making it 5 wins in a row versus the Golddiggers in the past 5 years, 51-34. As the time to look at our Junix Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram scoreboard. Find them at 644 West Jackson in Spearfish. Call them at 644-7773 or see them at junix.com. Look at some scores from today. Start off in Class AA in girls basketball, where the Brookings Bobcats beat Huron tonight 48-27. It was Mitchell over Watertown 50-31. Sioux Falls Lincoln falls to Harrisburg tonight 51-36. It was number 3 Brandon Valley over Sioux Falls Jefferson 51-35. In Class A action, of course, right here on KDSJ Radio and on KDSJ-TV. It was Newell beating Lead-Deadwood tonight 51-35. It was Belfouche over Phillip 58-45 in Class A action. In girls Class B, no score update from McIntosh and Faith. Still got football in the mind for some reason. Harding County, the Lady Ranchers, pulled out a close one versus Bowman County, North Dakota tonight, 53-50. And it was Belfouche, the Bronx, beating Phillip, again, 58-45. Let's go to some boys basketball tonight. No score update from Sundance, Wyoming, and Harding County. It was the Lemon Cowboys over Phillip, and Phillip tonight 52-26. Class A action, we have none. In Class AA action for the boys, the Mitchell Colonels, ranked number 1 in Class AA. They took care of Watertown tonight 70-44. Washington over Yankton 51-47. It was Sioux Falls Lincoln ranked 2 in the latest polls, beating Harrisburg 65-41. Huron over Brookings 65-60. Let's take a look at some of those polls right now, as they're going to change. But for girls polls, O'Gorman ranks atop of Class AA. Then it's followed by Sioux Falls, Washington, Brandon Valley, Rapid City, Stevens, Spearfish breaking into the top 5. As they sit in that bubble spot, they're at number 5. In Class A, it's Vermilion at the top spot, followed by Sioux Falls Christian, Hamlin, Wagner, and then Red Cloud. Then finally in Class B, it's Centerville, Ethan, Sanborn Central Woonsocket, they're in the 3rd spot. Parkston, Lineman round out the top 5 for girls. Let's see what's next for both of these teams. Starting off with Newell, and again, they'll compete in the state line shootout, as they'll start off the action on Friday, taking on Newcastle, Wyoming from Sundance. And then on Saturday, they will take on the host team, Sundance, Wyoming, before they kick off the month of January in the year 2025 at Kadoka area, at Ulrichs, then home versus New Underwood on the 10th, and then at Hill City. I believe I saw there was just one home game for the month of July. I think 1 or 2 home games for the month of January for Lead-Deadwood. Meanwhile, for Newell, coming up, they will be home versus McIntosh again on Thursday before they will end off 2024. They'll kick off 2025 at Lemon, then home versus Ulrichs, home versus Teospe Topa, then home versus New Underwood, and then finishing off the month of January at Phillip. So look what's next for both of these basketball squads. Meanwhile, what's next here on KDSJ-TV? Well, we talked about the boys being home versus Aberdeen Central and Pierre. The girls are on the road, and KDSJ-TV will be with them. I'll be with you guys in Aberdeen on Friday for girls basketball action between the number 5 Spearfish Spartans visiting the rival Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles with 6 p.m. tip-off on KDSJ-TV. The Jake's Collision Repair countdown to tip-off at around 5:30. And then again, meanwhile on KDSJ Radio, same 3 schools, just swapped locations. Everyone will be in Spearfish this weekend on KDSJ Radio, where Spearfish, they'll host Aberdeen Central with the 6 p.m. tip-off before they'll take on Pierre on Saturday. Well, that'll do it for our broadcast here. The lights are starting to turn off, and everyone's cleared out of here. And I still got to pack up my stuff and get back to good old Spearfish, South Dakota. I want to thank my board man back in Spearfish, Cody Oliver, for keeping my life in track back in Spearfish. And again, to join us again on Friday from Spearfish with KDSJ Radio. as we'll have the Spearfish Spartans taking on the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. And then on KDSJ-TV, we'll have the Spearfish Lady Spartans on the road taking on the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles from Aberdeen, as that will do it here tonight. As Clayson Davis signing off on KDSJ Radio and on KDSJ-TV. Everyone have a good rest of your night. We'll see you again Friday.